Like 4 questions. First one was, I had to write it down.
Yeah.
What made you devote your life to service?
So, that's a cool. What made me devote my life to service?
Man, I've never seen you stumble before.
No, I'm not stumped. I was emotional. Faith. You know, when I realized that when I put faith in the right things, I get more of the right things. And when I had faith in God or the universe or whatever you believe in, when I truly had faith that I'm here to be of service, to provide value, and that in order to get what I wanted, not to trade it, but to feel inspired all day long, guaranteed, this miracle happened every time. I spent my whole life believing everything happened for me, which everyone said, oh, you're an optimist, millionaire 9 months out of law school, multimillionaire by 30. Everything happens for me. And I never, by the time I was 32, had been more unhappy. And I think if any of you, especially you, have been around very, very wealthy people that everything happens for, a lot of them are miserable. And all of a sudden I realized, wow, I got this backwards. Like, I've been given all these blessings and gifts and talents and skills. What if I just believed that helping everyone was helping myself? It's not trading, right? Helping everyone is helping myself, because we're all connected. A tree has no branches, right? Would one branch go to war against another branch? It drives me crazy. I get emotionally overwhelmed. And so when I shifted that paradigm and woke up and said, I'm grateful for everything that I have. I'm grateful as it comes to me, that I'll add value to it, meaning appreciate it. You don't appreciate what you have until you've added value and given it away. That's when you recognize it. So how to be of service? Why do I dedicate my life? Why did I shift it? Because that is best. Honestly, it's the most selfish thing I can do. It's proven. I've been on both sides of the fence, and it's not a trade. It's like when you figure out the connection that by being of service is doing for me, not trading. The best thing I can do for myself is to pick up trash and to put a shopping cart back and to give someone a smile, give someone a handout that needs it, whatever it may be. Right? Go the extra mile. I have a lot of activity in my life. You guys weren't listening, but I believe 24 hours of activity, I'm supposed to be as productive and accessible as possible. Some of the activities I do, I get paid for. Some I don't get paid for. Some of the things I get paid for, other people would pay me to do. And the same's true of other people. I'd pay, I joke around, but I paid money to be the second baseman of the San Diego Padres. Just one game, I'd pay money just to do that. And I know that guy's paid a ton. And I know some of the things I get to do, people are like, you're kidding, you get paid to do that? So there's just activity. Some of it I get paid, some of it I don't. But all of my activity is for the benefit of other people. And I know by doing that, I just have to be clear, balanced, and focused on what I want too, because we're connected. So if I just go out and be of service and don't know what I want, then I'm just gonna get the random thoughts and random actions that I have put out there. But when I ask big and think about, okay, this is what I want, this is why I want it, and this is how I'm gonna receive it. And receivership is so important, because I'm like an escrow account, right? When everything was happening for me, I wasn't big enough to hold it all. But when things happen in receivership for everyone, my vessel gets bigger and bigger and bigger. More comes through me, more and more. And that's where all the books, TV shows, movies, successful business, sponsorship, media, all the things that we do, podcast, it's coming through me. And for me, everyone's like, oh, you're so busy. I was like, that's funny, because I don't feel it. I feel more inspired. I have more activity, right? More productive and accessible activity. Everybody has 24 hours of activity. You sleep 12 hours a day, that's an activity. Yeah. Well, I just have, all this different activity, but I still have the exact same time of activity. It's just I'm more productive and accessible during the activity, and I'm able to get paid more for my activity. Which allows me what? To give more away. Yeah. Which then what? Is better for me.
You gotta give something.
That's a very good question. Glad you wrote that down.